back without even, as I say, I wasn't giving much thought at the beginning, but looking back, I can remember now that I remember to start hearing resolution, New Year resolution, New Year's resolution, and I was, what's this about? Why New Year resolution? And I remember I was thinking that as well, and I was thinking, why New Year? I have to be on the 1st of January. And then but then now I kind of think that I maybe was doing resolutions without knowing that I was doing resolutions in New Year. And that's why people do it. But first of all, I think there is something important in that. Why? Because even when I was doing resolutions without knowing that that's what you're supposed to do, and when I'm saying that, I'm doing the bracket signs with my, gestures with my hands, and it's because, well, you say you have to do it, nobody have to tell you have to do it, but it have become a habit, a cultural habit. So I think it's important in the sense that for me, when I was doing it without realize, it's because I thought maybe it was something that was different. That when I was making a plan that had been the building up slowly, and it gets to the point when I think, okay, now I have decided I'm gonna apply this plan. And it's different because I don't have to wait for the 1st of January to do that. So I just kind of get into the wave and use the momentum to do that. And I think that's important. Even though I don't want to take the importance of New Year resolution, is there is any universal, law or, in the universe, that says it's important. I don't want to take anything from that. Okay, who is me to take it away from that? But I will say, is you have feel that you have reached the time when you can apply a plan, don't wait. I wouldn't wait, because there is no time like this time, like I think it's a say, so there is no time like the present. Sorry, there is no time like the present. So just do it, However, I think the resolutions in New Year are also good as maybe as a pre-plan, because I think when we have a plan, before we have a plan, we have so many thoughts before, and we have seen or assessed different ways to do things, and then one day we become clear that we can choose one of those paths. However, you need that. You need that as well. You need that time to start being proactive about, being proactive on planning your future. And is we need to have one day mark on the calendar. Why not to be New Year? For different reasons. Maybe because there is this universal law in the universe, that, it's telling you what to do, the the stars, constellation, the planets. I don't know. But also definitely more important, almost, because socially we have a calendar as well, and it works from the 1st of January to 31st of January, everyone have to finish their accountability in certain times of the year. Now I don't remember if you have to do the balance before 31st of December, or you have to do it at the end of March for beginning of April to do your new accounting exercise. I'm not really sure, it works different in different countries, I think, so I'm not really sure. But there is a social calendar that we have to meet, like from this time to this time you're going to work, and from this time to this time you will have holidays, and this day you will have public holidays. So there is a calendar. New Year, it's a good moment to most of the time to have a clear social calendar and how that could work in that social calendar. Like, for instance, if I try to study something, I will then think, well, if I want to study this thing, I probably will have to go in September and be in this course until June, or maybe not, maybe start in February and finish in October, but it will be a calendar. It will be a calendar, a year calendar, that is marked socially for social activities like study and work and holidays. So this new year will be good, to see this, to schedule in this new year calendar, So that's one reason, and I think it's a very important one. But also because, well, we have to do it, and it has become so, this day have become so well known for that why not to use it, Why not to use I would like to say natural resources, but it's not natural resource, but it is in a way, because it's one day of the year that is gonna be there every year. I think, probably will be there. So it's not a natural resource per se, of course not, but it's one day. That's natural. That's natural because it's one day, some kind of that happen every year. It has been already socially dedicated for this and for the resolution. A lot of people won't do it, and they will hear me talking about this, and they will say, what are you talking about? I never did a resolution. Then it's not for you. Or maybe it is. Maybe you could start now. Why not? And you don't have to, definitely. No, I wouldn't recommend anything to anyone that they don't want to do, or they don't feel they have to do it. But at the same time, I wouldn't close the doors to anything either, So I think, from my personal experience, I think resolutions that are good or bad maybe can be determined and shaped whether these goals, you see it as a goal or as a previous thought to the goal, These two stages I feel there is in the process of making a plan, This process of, how you call, there is a name for that actually, is mental storm, when you just throw ideas that come into your mind around something that you want to do, and then from those ideas you select the ones that are more practical, more effective, that they sound better, So for me, New Year resolution will be more effective, I think, is we take it as a brainstorm kind of day. and maybe within these 24 hours, maybe you can reach one goal that seems feasible and seems achievable. However, is there or no, there's no reason to throw the whole list to the bucket. Maybe we can keep it. Maybe we can keep it. Maybe no, maybe it will be too much, But this is a few, something that is possible. That is possible to achieve. We don't have to throw the list per se, Literally, we don't have to throw it, because even if maybe they don't sound feasible in the first 24 hours, maybe they seem feasible after some time of planning and thought, So yeah, that's the way I think I have experienced the New Year and this kind of it's New Year, and there is always a very vague kind of feeling of start again. And I think most people in one way or another have this feeling of New Year. It's like we can start. Some people feel that every day, and in a way it's true. But New Year, I think, is as I said, it's a tangible change, because there is a different calendar that is it's a framework, because we need to work within this calendar, and I think more or less everyone will have this feeling of new start, or new possible start, And so I would say don't, throw it completely, but take it as a brainstorm, and take it from there. Maybe you don't need to give more thought, because those ideas are too vague. No, I can pronounce that. Means they are not very clear, that day. But you can make a list in a paper, or maybe don't make a list. But don't ignore, in a way, your wishes, because at the end of the day, it's wishes that we have, But I would say maybe they can become a bit more, give it a bit more importance to these wishes on the first of the year, because this could be the beginning of a plan, even though maybe the plan is not quite there yet, But that's one reason they can be differentiated, good and bad resolutions, or not good or bad. That's not good or bad, but why some will work and maybe some won't. But another reason is I think that will make it more difficult, and I think it's happening more and more. The more well known is this New Year resolution, the more it gets into the stereotype, and become into the stereotype. Is to stereotypes don't normally work for individual kind of experience. And why not? Because we are taking someone else's dreams, They could work. Well, they could work if they are mirroring or matching your same wishes, and you're saying the same dreams that you have. But that will be more of a coincidence, or maybe not. Maybe when you pick up someone else's wishes is because they are within you as well. But I don't think this always is the case. I think sometimes we are maybe too influenced by other people's wishes, and that's maybe, I think, is when they become very out of reach but I don't want to out of reach, because I think everything is within reach, to be honest, is we want it. I don't think it's out of reach. I think they just don't materialize, maybe because we don't have the genuine interest on that, you know. So I think even though don't completely ignore what could be a stereotype, like for instance the typical one will be to go to the gym. Well, to go to the gym is quite a stereotypical one, because everyone say it, but at the same time it's because you wanted to go to the gym, you know, and maybe you are not planning to go on the 1st of January. That's the difference. Maybe you don't want to go on the 1st of January, and you are saying because you know, because you hear it more often, you know? You hear it, and in a way you think that the way should be to be able to do it. But going back to how I think memento works in any time, you know, it can happen at any time. Don't ignore that that wish, because as I say, it could be a brainstorm, and the momentum maybe is not that day, but it could come any other day of the year. But you know, don't discard it completely. At the same way, don't put your focus completely in goals that maybe should need a bit more time or a better time to put in practice, you know. So you can maybe focus on other things that are maybe priority or are more more possible at that time, you know, easier to put into practice. Yeah, that's more or less what I began to conclude about these resolutions. So yeah, I don't want to be too positive or negative. I just want to stay with to have resolutions, to have wishes. Is there wishes? You know, wishes are always good to have. Why not? Is there no attainable or achievable at that moment? Well, just keep it as what it is. You know, let's keep it as what it is. You know, it's a wish, and maybe one day become a plan. You know. And if you have a clear plan on the 1st of January, good for you, you know. Let us know how you do it. So that's my New Year resolution. I don't gonna say what's my New Year resolution, because I'm superstitious, and I don't think you meant to say your wishes. But I suppose I have some. Again, I'm still in this dreaming kind of resolution of just let my brain just go with the flow and see where it comes as a brainstorm. We'll see what my unconscious take me to, you know. It's still like that, no clear. I don't have a paper and pen to write down my resolutions, but maybe later on the day, maybe I have a clear plan of what I want to do. Last year, I have a few plans. I don't know if they were on the 1st of January, but again, they will definitely something I start creating at the beginning of the year. It become more important as the year progresses, like these videos, you know. But also the outcome haven't been as I envision either, you know. But is that a bad thing? Well, no, not really, because I achieved what I was expecting, which is what I want to do, you know. For what I want to do, it was achievable, you know. It was achieved, you know. So small achievements, small achievements, you know. I don't have any views, as I say, but I'm still making these videos that I'm quite happy to do. So yeah, life is about the small achievements. That's mine, you know, from 2020. Things that haven't worked out will have been more about because of the social rules, you know, and lockdown restrictions, you know, that have limited life have shaped life quite a lot, you know. But I don't think I actually have a goal that had been stopped because of that, you know. I don't think so, really. Or I can think of just now, but it was definitely restrictions on pandemic. Like pandemia, it definitely affect me on the way I was living. It definitely affect me. So I suppose very subconscious or indirect way it have affected, you know, how everything pan out. But it wasn't any goal that have been stopped because of that. So determination, I think, is quite important, you know, regardless of restrictions, definitely. But restrictions are what will shape your plan and your wishes as well. So it have to be a balance. It have to be a balance. But yeah, I don't have regrets for 2020. Well, no, I cannot say that. I think I have regrets. Some people say they don't never have regrets. I have regrets even just for 2020, but I think I did the best I could do. That's all I can say. I think I did the best I could do. So that's 2020 all the way. 2021. I'd rather don't be too optimistic again about 2021. Let's just take one day at a time, you know. And sometimes it's good to wave, you know, and go with the flow, you know, and keep things about this unconscious brainstorm. I think it's important is because you are not acting on your thoughts, but you are keeping your thoughts there in the back of your mind, and keep it there, you know, and maybe it become usable one day, you know.